Hi, this is Jennifer Heyer from Early Learning Ideas. If you're one of my customers, you know that I put a lot of spinners in my products. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble a spinner using little spinner parts that you can purchase at a teacher supply store. If you don't have spinner parts, don't worry, you can still create a spinner simply using a paper clip and a brad. And I'll show you how to assemble one of those spinners as well. So let's begin. This is what my spinners look like when you print them. These happen to be some action spinners that I created for a counting and number recognition game. The first thing that you're going to want to do is laminate them. After you laminate them, you'll want to cut them out on the dotted lines. Okay, here's a spinner that I've already cut out, and I'm getting ready to put the spinner parts on it. I love these little spinners. I get them at the teacher supply store, and the reason I love them is they come apart into two different pieces. So I can put them on, use them, and then I can take them off and store them and store my spinner right along with the rest of the activities in my filing cabinet. Now what you're going to want to do to prepare your spinner is you're going to want to cut out the circle in the center. These are specially sized for this type of spinner. So go ahead, I like to use a utility knife. You can carefully use the scissors. Just cut around that circle so that you're all set. Then you can put it together. The circle part goes in the back, the spinner part goes in the front, and there you go. Easy peasy. Okay, so let's say you don't have these little nifty little spinner doodads. Don't worry about it. You can still make a spinner. You need two things. You need a brad and you need a paper clip. The first thing that I do is I punch a hole in the center of my spinner. Now you don't want to cut out the whole circle like you did the last time. You just punch a hole. And I make my hole using the point of a scissors. Once you have that, you're going to want to place your paper clip on your brad, like so. Then you want to take your brad and put it through the hole. You don't want to lock this down, because if you lock it down, this is not going to spin freely. So you have to make sure that your paper clip will spin freely. Here is how I do that. I simply just bend this a little bit. I don't lock it down tight, I just bend it a little bit like that. I turn it over and then I push down on the spinner, and that kind of bends it in the proper place, bends the brad in the proper place. I also pull up just a little bit on the head of the brad to make sure that that's kind of locked down where it needs to be, and you'll notice I do have a little bit of a gap in there. That is what's very important. That's what you need. And so this will spin real freely. So there you have your spinner. So now I've showed you two different ways to make spinners, and I want you to go out and have fun with them. Thanks. Bye-bye.